In today's video, we're going to be bringing you our fourth quarter 2019 net worth update. So at this point, we've been tracking our net worth for an entire year now, the both of us. So we're going to take a look at where our net worth is at right now, given all the things we have going on, weddings, etc. And we're going to take a look at how much progress we've made over the course of the year. Hey Wealth Builders, it's Akiva
and Misha,
and welcome back to another episode of The Bemuse, where we are making sense of all things money for young adults just like us.
So we'll start off with assets, first being cash. So for Akiva, she ended 2019 with $23,073 in cash. I ended with $23,735 in cash.
So we're still both holding decent sums of cash at this point.
Then for liquid investments and retirement accounts, Akiva has $12,917 and I have $10,827.
And that's mostly our retirement plans, as we mentioned before.
Then for automobiles, Akiva's car is set to be worth about $7,950. And mine about $1,610. Then for personal and business property, we have for Akiva about $500. As we've mentioned in previous videos before, that's pretty much all of the equipment that she has for the YouTube channel. If she were to sell it today, how much she believes she can get for everything that she currently possesses. So the total assets for Akiva is $44,440. The total assets for myself is $36,172. So that is a total combined amount of $80,612. So we're not doing too bad.
But now let's jump down to the liability section, where things just go downhill from here.
So for liabilities, we have the first item being credit cards. For Akiva, she had $719 on her credit cards, and I had $401. As we've mentioned before, this really doesn't bother us at all because at the end of the statement cycle, we always pay our credit cards off in full. So, you'll notice that cash obviously will decrease by these amounts or whatever, but we're okay with that.
This is just the balances as of that day.
Then for car note, Akiva's car note is down to 0.
Yes, I made a whole video about paying off my car. That was one of the things I wanted to get done before the end of 2019, and we did it, and so now that is zeroed out. No more car note for me. And if you want to see more details about the whole process, the whole backstory behind that, you can go ahead and check out this video that will link up here in the cards. So super happy that that will no longer be on the balance sheet.
And then for student loans, for Akiva, we have $82,048. And then for myself, we have $85,391. So for Akiva, her total liability is $82,767. And for myself, we have $85,792. So that is $168,559 in total liability. So Akiva's net worth, ready for it, is negative $38,328. And my net worth is negative $49,620. So combined, that's a total net worth of negative $87,948.
So now let's see how this compares to where we were at last quarter and where we were at the beginning of this year. And this is really where we give you guys the inside scoop as to the different things that affected our net worth over the quarter. So for this quarter, the amount of cash that I had fell by almost $2,800. And this is actually not as bad as I thought, because this quarter we actually put a lot of expenses, paid out a lot of expenses for the wedding. At this point, we've probably paid for about 50% of our costs so far for our entire wedding. And so this is actually not bad compared to the amount of cash it actually left my hands this quarter. This is definitely a good change to see. Liquid investments and retirement plans, the markets did really well this quarter, and so basically this is essentially mostly my retirement plan, my Roth 401k at work. It increased by almost $2,000, which is a change of 18% from last quarter, and of this amount I only contributed $1,050, so really about $900 of this is just pure market growth, which is awesome to see. Compound interest working in your favor. So for my car, as we know, cars are depreciating assets, and so naturally the value will be falling quarter over quarter. So this quarter, my car value fell just shy of $300 or 4%. And I noticed after the fact that I actually put a mileage amount that was a little bit more, so this is actually more conservative. So it might have been a little bit less than that, but I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. And so my total assets decreased by only 3%, only $1,143 this quarter, which, like I said, is really great considering the fact that we paid for a lot of stuff wedding related this quarter. Credit cards, that's neither here nor there. The car note, we already talked about that, was zeroed out last quarter. I had owed $1,912 of principal, and that has since been paid off, and so that is something that we're really excited about. And then my student loans, as you guys know, my student loans, basically the payments that I'm making right now are just about enough to cover the interest. So that number has been relatively flat over the year. It really hasn't moved from the beginning of the year for that reason. Now, I talked about in my paying off my car video what my future plans are with regard to paying my student loans and things like that. So make sure you check out that video to learn more about future cash flow plans with regards to debt pay down. So all in all, even though, like I said, this year was a really cash flow outflow type of quarter, I was actually really anxious to see how the numbers would turn out, because I do know that we spent a lot of money this quarter. My net worth still increased by $817 or 2% this quarter, which, like I said, I'm really happy with.
Yeah, that's a pretty good growth.
Yeah. And of course, most of that is honestly because the markets did so well this quarter that a lot of that was just market growth in my retirement plan. Like, without that, if my retirement plan had stayed flat, I basically would have had a flat net worth quarter over quarter, which, like I said, is still good compared to the amount of money that, like I said, I spent. And then for Meshach, there's a lot more red here this quarter. I guess the cash flow and spending hit you a lot harder this quarter than it did me. So you guys can see that his cash decreased by over $5,000 this quarter. Like I said, we had our engagement trip, wedding expenses, all kinds of stuff that happened during the fourth quarter. There's a lot of stuff going on. But as you can see, your retirement plan just shot off. Like I said, the markets did really well. Of course, you get a super great employer matching contribution, so that also helps a lot. So his retirement plan basically increased $3,000 this quarter, which is amazing. So there's that. That's definitely helpful. And then his car, as we mentioned before, cars are depreciating assets, so his car decreased in value by a good chunk this quarter, actually, relative to the total value of his car. Decreased by $460 or 22%. And so total assets for Meshach decreased 6% this quarter. Credit cards, like I said, we're not going to worry about that. Student loans, his student loans are basically growing little by little over the quarters, because the payments he's making are just shy of what it takes to even cover the interest at this moment. And so his student loan balance went up $189 this quarter. So quarter over quarter, his net worth fell about 6% or $2,700 this quarter. But now let's see what these numbers look like at the beginning of the year, because it's good to track quarter over quarter, but let's just see year over year how we did and how we're keeping up in terms of making progress in improving our net worth. We don't necessarily have any net worth goals or metrics we're trying to meet. We just want to make sure that we are making progress at this point in time. So as long as the numbers now are higher than the numbers that they were at the beginning of the year, we're doing pretty good, I would say. So starting with me again, at the beginning of this year, I had $20,671 in cash. Right now, that's up to $23,000. So I'm holding more cash than I did at the beginning of the year, largely due to savings and things like that. More so for the wedding, but there's also some additional savings that have happened. I started the year with $4,700 in my Roth 401k, and I'm ending the year with almost $13,000 in my 401k, which is crazy. That is a really good increase right there. The beginning of the year, my car was worth $9,100 and now it's worth just under $8,000. So my car has lost about $1,200 or so of value over the year, which is expected and, like I said, totally fine with. And so my total assets at the beginning of the year were just about $35,000, and I'm ending the year with total assets of about $44,000. So my total assets have increased about $9,000 over the year, which I'm super happy with. In terms of liabilities, we've also made heavy progress with the liability section, specifically with paying off the car note that I have. That's really the biggest change. I started the year owing $7,119 on my car, and now that is $0. So that definitely took my liabilities down. As you guys can see, I started the year with my student loan balance at $82,226. Ended the year with it at $82,048. Like I said, the balance really has not changed for the year, and that is intentional. So I started the year with a total net worth of almost negative $55,000, and I'm ending the year with a net worth of about negative $38,000. So I would say that is pretty good progress. And then for Meshach's made pretty good progress this year as well with overall net worth. So of course, cash, even though it took a big hit in Q4, he started the year with less than $21,000 of cash. So his cash has risen. His retirement plan has, of course, skyrocketed. He started the year with less than $2,000 in his Roth. Well, you got it again, a Roth 403B. That's what you got at work. And now it's almost $11,000. So $9,000 of additional net worth created in that plan right there, which is awesome. Started the year with his car worth $1,820, and now his car is worth $1,610. The car value fluctuated a lot throughout the year. It would go up, it would go down. It was super weird. I mean, his car's super old as well, so it was a lot of stuff, funky stuff going on with the valuation throughout the year, but we're not necessarily so much worried about that. So total assets at the beginning of the year for Meshach was about $25,000, and now it's up to $36,000, which is, like we said, great progress, mostly due to the increase in his retirement plan savings and growth. Then on the liability side, that's where you didn't do too great. So like I said, credit cards, they fluctuate from day to day. Student loans, you started the year with a student loan balance of $83,780, and now you're ending the year with a balance of $85,391. So there was a grand or two of just increase in balance over time. So year over year, liabilities increased from $84,000 to just under $86,000 for the year. But overall net worth really did improve a lot. Started the year negative $59,646, and ending the year negative $49,620. And I mean, those numbers, well, they're really helpful to the two of us if you just want to know like overall numbers when we started the year. Combined net worth, we started the year with a combined net worth of almost negative $115,000. And now our combined net worth is definitely out of the triple digits. So now we are combined about negative $88,000. So together we have increased our net worth a ton this year, and so I'm super happy with the progress that we've made. So now we just gotta get through this wedding without falling apart, and I think we'll be good to go.
So in case you guys have been watching the video and looking at my shirt, this is one of our merch items that we have for sale on our website and Etsy. We'll have the link down below in case you want to take a look and see what other products we might have that might interest you or a friend.
So we want to know, how did your 2019 go? Did you guys make any progress in terms of building your net worth? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing you guys' stories and chatting with you guys down there. So let us know your thoughts in the comments.
So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when we post new content. See you in the next one. Bye.